Hi, I'm Rachel Wood, Assistant Director at the Center for Career and Professional Development, also known as the CCPD. My colleagues and I can't wait to meet you. More information on each of us is available on our website and social media. But I'm not here to talk about me. I'm just going to start by being honest. How many of you are watching this video right now thinking, do I seriously have to watch a career development video? I'm a first-year student. I might even be barely old enough to vote. I don't want to talk about careers yet. I literally just got here. I get it. I do. I didn't visit my career center until I was a senior. But man, I wish I would have. I ended up changing my major 7 different times and spending considerably more time and money than necessary to figure out what I wanted to study and how that might connect to the world of work. I promise today that we'll only talk about what is relevant to you now. We're going to talk about picking the perfect major, how to get started getting experience, and we're going to look at a few quick tools that you can use 24/7. See the timestamp at the end of this video? I promise it's as short as a TED Talk. Maybe not as good, but it's going to be packed with relevant information. Let's get started. How many times have you already been asked what you plan to major in? We know choosing a major can be scary, but you probably already have at least some hints of what you might like and what you might like to do with it. Because majors equal careers, right? Check out this alum. Pavan here is a K alum who works as a software engineer. What was his major, would you guess? Computer science? Take a guess. East Asian studies. Oh, okay. How about Angela, speech pathologist? German. Oh, okay. Lily here is an occupational therapist. Got to be biology or chemistry major, right? English. Literature. Okay, that's weird. All right, last one. Amelia is a real estate specialist. What do you think her major was? Biology. Great. See the pattern? Of course you do. Many people's career paths don't perfectly match with majors. It turns out most employers don't care what you majored in. They care what skills you've developed, what experiences you've gained, and what you can actually do. Employers tell us that a candidate's demonstrated capacity to think critically, communicate clearly, and solve complex problems is more important than their undergraduate major. Employers are looking for skills that you will learn in any major at K. Creativity, teamwork, a global perspective, and high-level problem-solving abilities. They want you to be able to communicate effectively and apply knowledge to real-world settings. But in the meantime, you still have to declare a major. Well, not until next year. But how do you decide? Our recommendation is simple. Take classes in a lot of different subjects, and then major in the subject that you want to take more classes in. Major in a subject that you find fascinating. Really dig into the material, group projects, and class discussions. Get to know your professors. Your gut will eventually tell you where you want to be. So if majors don't necessarily matter, what does? The answer is simply experience. Experience comes from all the work you do in your classes, of course, but also from skills gained outside the classroom. If you look back at the alumni that we featured before, you'll see that each listed multiple activities that they were involved in while they were completing their degrees. Each of those activities no doubt gave them additional skills along the way. Experience comes from athletics, student organizations, service learning, volunteer work, as well as externships, internships, and employment. The Office of Student Involvement can tell you more about getting involved on campus, which we highly recommend to build skill sets that employers want. But we're the CCPD, and one of our jobs is to help you find campus jobs, internships, externships, and jobs after graduation. So how do you find campus jobs? You use Handshake. Handshake is your main career development platform. You'll use it to make career coaching appointments, find events like our upcoming virtual employer fair and virtual grad school fair, and for finding jobs. Log in with your KNET ID and password and tell Handshake what you're interested in. This is how the platform knows what you want to see, and you can always update your interests later. That's how the feed becomes customized to you and your interests. By keeping us up to date on what your interests are in Handshake, you let us know what kind of people you want to connect to, you help us build programs and services that cater our communications to you. There's a Handshake app available on the App Store and on the Google Play Store. It's the easiest way to stay connected, and of course, you can manage all of your notifications. So sure, you might find a part-time gig that will give you loads of skills, but how do you decide what you want to do with your life? Here's a tip. You're likely to have 12 to 15 different jobs in your lifetime, and many don't even exist yet. Currently, more than 30,000 occupational titles exist in the database of the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. That's a lot. Sure, we all know about people we interact with in our regular lives, teachers, doctors, dental hygienists. We learn about what other types of jobs are through our friends and family. All of us can probably think of someone who has a job that our friends may never have even heard of. So you do some research, maybe some Googling. You talk to professors, you talk to your parents, you talk to your friends' parents, you talk to us in the CCPD. You come to a job fair to chat with employers. It helps to talk to people who are actually doing the job. It's even more helpful to actually try out the job to the extent to which that's possible. One of the best ways to quickly rule out a particular job or to decide if it's for sure the one for you is to do a job shadow. How many of you are familiar with what a job shadow actually is? Essentially, you find someone who is doing a job you think you're interested in, and you ask them if you can spend a day or a week observing what they do. This would be a great way to spend some of your winter break, for example. Reach out to someone doing a job that you're interested in. Maybe it's in your hometown. See if you can spend a day or even half a day shadowing them over winter break. Or better yet, shadow a few different people. The CCPD also has a job program called job shadow program called the Discovery Externship Program. You probably heard about it on your admission tour. Job shadows or externships are an action step you can take. Externships may also be helpful as you begin to think more about what you're interested in studying. Remember, our resources are available on our website 24 hours a day, 7 days per week, regardless of your time zone. So how can you meet all these alumni doing cool things? We have an in-person and virtual events that you can attend, which are awesome. You can also make your own connections in Wiser. Wiser is our student alumni networking platform. You can use it to reach out to alumni who are doing things that you think are interesting. In this example, I've searched for psychologists. I can click on a person to read more about them and then edit a pre-made agenda that will help me reach out to them. Remember, alumni have joined this platform specifically because they want to talk to case students. If you reach out to them, you're not bothering them. Another service that you can access 24/7 is VMOC. VMOC is our artificially intelligent resume reviewing platform. Upload your first draft and get a score in less than 2 minutes with lots of targeted, personalized feedback. This won't help you tailor your resume to a specific job, but it will give you a great foundation. This is a great step to take before coming in for a document review with a career coach or with a student career associate. Yet another service you can access 24/7 is Big Interview. Like its name suggests, Big Interview can help you practice and prepare for a phone, video, and in-person interviews. While our career coaches often do practice interviews, also sometimes called mock interviews, during career coaching appointments, the Big Interview service is available 24/7. So this is all a lot, right? Yeah, we know. Let's break it down. Just 3 easy steps to take this fall. Number 1, log into Handshake. Search for a hypothetical job you might like after graduation just to see how it works. Check out the virtual employer fair and/or virtual grad school fair. It isn't too early for you to go to these. Or make an appointment with a career coach to talk about your goals. Maybe take a career assessment or make a plan. Or do all 3 if you're super excited. Number 2, upload a first draft of your resume to VMOC to get an idea of what employers are looking for. If you have the time, make the suggested changes and get feedback from a CCPD staff member via drop-in hours or a scheduled appointment. Number 3, relax. Yes, you don't have to have it all figured out now. If you're ready to talk with alumni in your fields of interest, go get them. If you're not sure where you're at right now and this is all a bit too much, just relax. We'll be here whenever you're ready for the help. Speaking of us being here, how do you meet with a CCPD staff member? Well, there's 2 ways. First, you can visit our open drop-in hours, which are on Microsoft Teams. Second, you can schedule an appointment with a career coach in Handshake by clicking on Career Center and following the on-screen instructions. In summary, majors don't always equal careers. Experience is what matters. We have resources available 24/7, and you can meet with us via video calls by scheduling appointments in Handshake or stopping by drop-in hours. We can't wait to meet you and help guide you through these next 4 years. Welcome to Kalamazoo College. Visit us at career.kzoo.edu and follow us on Instagram and Facebook at KZoo CCPD.